Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is day 29 of 30 superpower lessons. Wow, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you've been following all along, thank you. If you've just been watching snippets, thank you. If this is the first time you've joined me, then thank you. It's been wonderful. I know it's not the last day, but yeah, it's been so good just sharing little nuggets of wisdom with you and hoping that you're going to take something away from each lesson or even just one lesson and using the cards as well. So today I want to talk to you about no regrets. Yesterday it was 2 years since I came back from Australia, and I was living in Australia for 6 years. It was an amazing experience. For many of you, you might have had the experience of living in another country. Maybe some of you haven't. And for some of you, maybe it's just not the right thing to do. But I always wanted to try living in another country. And okay, that's past. I don't speak another language very well. I have snippets of different languages, which actually surprises some people when I tell them that I'm an English teacher. But I think maybe it often makes a better English teacher if you can only speak English, because then you're encouraging your students to only speak English when they're around you. So I wanted to spend time in another country that I could speak the language. Although Scottish and Australian English isn't really the same. So I had a few problems at the beginning with people understanding me. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time there. I miss the people that I met. I miss the huge landscapes, all the journeys that I went on with the most amazing people, new friends that I made that will be lifelong friends. I miss the wildlife. Yeah. About 10 years ago, I had this huge spider phobia, really, really bad. I know one or two of you are real spider phobics, real arachnophobes. So I can totally sympathize with you. Spending that time in Australia got me really over my fear, because there's just insects every day, especially living in Queensland. It's just that kind of place, insects every day. But I made the decision a few years in, and it took me another few years after that to actually come home. But when I originally went, I emigrated. So the plan was to live there, work there, and retire there. But a few years in, and also with the fact that I was just so far away from family and friends too, it felt like it was the other side of the world, because it really was. And I made the decision to come back home. And when I landed in London 2 years ago yesterday, I felt it was the right decision in every single part of my body. I trusted my intuition, I trusted myself, I knew that it was the right thing for me, but I will never have any regrets. Sure, there are things that I might have done differently, but there's a difference. In hindsight, when you look at something and think, okay, maybe if that would have happened now, I would do it differently. Back then, you did the best that you could with the knowledge and the experience that you had. So you really need to think about that. There's a big difference between regretting something and just telling yourself that you did the best that you could in any situation. Because it's not good to have regrets. And I don't. I don't regret anything. Maybe in hindsight I would have done things a bit differently, but regret is like guilt. It's like worry. It's wasted time and energy. So I want to take the time today to say hello and thank you to all the people that I met in Australia and all the people that I'm still in contact with online too. And just say that thank you for coming into contact with me, and it was just such a wonderful time. And that 2-year anniversary yesterday really made me think about it and how good an experience it was, but also how I felt right in every single part of me coming home, and how coming home was also the right decision. So no regrets, my sweethearts. Yeah, no regrets. So that's the lesson for today. And today I'm using the medicine cards. So let's see what animal, because I was talking about the Australian animals. So let's see what animal wants to give us some wisdom today. Oh, there's one that's fallen out. Yes. Actually, there's two that have fallen out. Shall we look at both of them? Yes. Let's do that. Okay. So let's see what animal has wisdom for us today. It's the bear. It's the bear and the rabbit. Ah, the bear and the rabbit. Fantastic. Let's look at the bear first. Those of you who know a lot about animals and wildlife will know what the bear is all about even before I begin reading it. I want to say that the bear, obviously, especially the females, are really amazing mothers in the animal kingdom. But the bear is all about introspection. So it lies in the west of the Great Medicine Wheel, in the Native American Medicine Wheel. Bear seeks honey or the sweetness of truth within the hollow of an old tree. And to become like bear, enter the safety of the cave and attune yourself to the energies of the eternal mother. I was talking about maternal instinct of the female bear. So take time for introspection. Go into your cave for a little while and attune to the energies of Mother Earth and the great eternal mother. And in this space, you will find the answers to anything that you're seeking. And you will find solstice and spirituality to replenish the void that you feel. Many tribes have called this space of inner knowing the dream lodge, where the death of the illusion of physical reality overlays the expansiveness of eternity. And it's in the dream lodge that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways that might meet our goals. So time for introspection. Just take some time just to replenish your energies, go into that cave and seek the solace of your own inner wisdom and the wisdom of Mother Earth. That's so nice. The card is beautiful. And then we have the rabbit. Okay, so the rabbit is connected to fear. So maybe I should have read this one first. Okay. If you pull the rabbit card, which I did, pull the rabbit card, don't think about any negativity happening. Don't worry. Get rid of what if in your vocabulary. Shoulda, what if? So shoulda in the past, I should have done this. What if this happens in the future? No, just don't have it in your vocabulary. You might be worrying a bit about the future, but just take time to shape what has not yet taken form. Just stop now. Just breathe into any fears that you have and just trust that it's going to be okay. Don't worry. If you want to shape something in the future, start thinking about it now. Start thinking about how you would like the situation to materialize, and don't worry about the negative outcome that might be. So shape it in your mind instead. Don't worry, think about what you want to create in the future and shape it instead of worrying. Just take some time for introspection and just let Mother Earth replenish you, and you'll get the knowledge. Yes! Thank you, Bear and Rabbit, for your medicine today. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me today. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 30. Namaste, my superheroes. Mwah, mwah. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.